LA to a maximum of 60, and it's certainly been a while since I've done any Genshin Impact videos. I think the last one I uploaded was, I want to say back in June, so it's like nearly 2 months now. Maybe not 2 months on the dot, but it was June when I last did it. It's August now, so I consider that a month at least. Anyway, what we're going to be doing is covering this event, which I am like, God, I'm like a month late to, I think. Month late, or just several weeks, at least a week, at least 2 weeks late. The main reason being is because I've been playing, mostly because FCO has been playing, or Big Randor has been taking up most of my gacha time. And in fact, it's been so long since I've played, I've been gone long enough for this thing to appear. Which I knew this was a thing in Honkai Star Rail, which I also have there. But I didn't know it was here in Genshin too. So yeah, I've been away that long. Oh, I still have one of those things to do. Okay, I thought I did them all. But we're gonna do that. I'll do that later. Anyway, let's start this event. Also, I do have the have this new person too, Emily. I'm not sure to pronounce that. I'll probably find out in the event. I'm pretty sure she appears in the event. I could be wrong. I'll find out. No. Alright, so. Okay, I just got 5 premos for that already. Game, I hope you're not freezing on me. Did this just start that quest that it requires you to do? Because you know how you always have like that prerequisite quest you have to start.
You're finally awake. Paimon was worried sick.
What happened?
No idea. Paimon just woke up and then we were here. Oh, Paimon's head is all dizzy.
Isn't this like the Golden Apple Archipelago equivalent quest that we have? Like that first one I did was that one that took place in a big bottle. I forgot what it was called.
The scenery here looks different, too. Oh, what should we do, Traveler? Please don't tell Paimon someone abducted us and brought us to some strange place that we could never leave.
Let's look around first.
You're right. Better to think of this as the beginning of a new adventure.
Considering I'm not sure how many more adventures we're gonna have, because like Natlan's right around the corner, then there's Snezhnaya, then there's whatever the heck's left with the loose ends of the Abyss Order and Conry and whatnot.
Thank goodness you're still here. If Paimon woke up alone, she probably would be trembling in a tree hollow.
Or drowning or starving. Summertide, Scales and Tails, page 1. You didn't let me finish reading.
Let's follow this path for now. We might be able to meet someone and figure out what this place is all about.
Those trees look a lot like, those trees look just, maybe these leaves too, but these trees look like they're like made of fucking origami. Well, at least the leaves, they look like rolled up paper. But you'd see in like a school diorama or something, diorama. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to Natlan. Of course, I'm always looking forward to seeing the upcoming stuff because I want to see the story advance. And I want to see where the Traveler's Tale ends. This looks important. Excerpts of Bliss. And it looked like it had a different little mark on the map, too.
Traveler! Did those plants by the road look weird to you?
So I'm not the one who noticed.
Like they were made of paper.
Paper Genshin Impact. Let's do it.
And those 2 frogs over there? Yeah, they look like pieces of origami.
Oh, by the shade of a lotus leaf stream, don't tell me you forgot how to jump.
What the?
I didn't forget, Firecracker. I'm just not sure if what I remember is correct.
Next thing you know, you'll have forgotten how to sing, much less notate a score. You still remember why we call you Stream, don't you?
Yeah, because I've got a great singing voice. Although these days, Name seems more ironic than anything.
Not just a great voice, one that evokes the gentleness of early morning dewdrops flowing into a spring. So cheer up and make the jump over. If you're still unsure, just use that roll of magic thread. I won't laugh, I promise. Now, don't tell me you've forgotten how to use that as well.
This makes me think of like those fucking pull cords that some toys used to have, like Woody in Toy Story.
I haven't forgotten everything, Firecracker. Your name, for instance. It's kind of hard to forget that you're named after your fiery temper. Now do me a favor and pipe down for a second. I'll be right over.
We're not going to establish why the fuck these frogs are talking.
You saw that too, right? Paimon's not seeing things, is she?
I saw some talking paper frogs.
This place is getting more confusing by the second. Anyway, why don't we go after those two frogs? They didn't look evil or anything. Plus, they might be able to help us out.
Yeah, this is really interesting stuff. But, I was gonna say about Natlin, it's like, the first trailer we saw from it, like, it's definitely interesting, because, like, we're told it's like a nation of war, yet, from the intro of it we seen, it looked like it was a lot more sporting-like stuff than compared to, like, full-on, like, you know, Mortal Kombat and shit. Unless there's some of that in the background we just don't see yet from the very onset. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I know some people aren't enthusiastic about it because, they have some... Yeah, jeez. Honestly, I can understand why some of... This is about, like, the, what the characters are... They complain a lot about what the characters look like. Like, honestly, I can understand why some of them think that way, but I'm just like, you know, if what they look like is enough to ruin your experience of the game, like, it must be really hard for people like you to find games or any fictional media you like if what a character looks like is enough to break you, honestly. Which I think is kind of sad. Each to their own, I guess.
What do we have
flying
here?
Squirrel. I see a teleport waypoint. Yeah, but I think some people might like to cancel me over that opinion, but each to their own.
Guess we're not catching up to those frogs. They were so fast. Paimon couldn't even tell where they hopped off to in the end.
I didn't notice either because I was too busy rambling.
Excuse me, honored travelers. Did you come from the Cliff of Prophecy, perchance?
The chubby paper hamster just talked.
Chubby? Who are you calling chubby? I've just got a slightly thicker layer of paper on me, that's all. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Armand, and I'm an elder of the Forest of Blessings. I've been waiting here for the Hero of Prophecy to arrive.
I just hear like Hero of Prophecy. I did like fucking Lost Belt 6 in Fate Grand Order. Anyone who knows that game would know what I'm talking about. I'm just thinking about that now.
Traveler, could you pinch Paimon just to make sure she's not still dreaming?
I think I need pinching as well.
Pinching, you say? Well, I can help with that. Although you'll have to get a little closer. My arms are rather short.
Can you even pinch anything with those little stubs?
That's alright. We just need a minute to collect ourselves.
My
Okay.
headphone volume down.
Let's
I don't want it to
think
be picking up
things
my
through.
microphone picking it up.
We know for sure this isn't the world we're familiar with. The talking paper animals and all the paper trees and plants make that pretty clear.
The hero from another world, supported by their companions, shall restore peace to the world. That is what the prophecy says.
This world.
Dearie me, I completely forgot to introduce you to this world, didn't I? And here I am, getting all excited by the arrival of the hero. You'll have to excuse me. This old brain isn't what it once was, all shell and no nut. Oh well, Perhaps my once glossy paper has faded past the point of no return.
Quite impressive looking paper to make it look like stone like that.
It's okay, really. You can just tell us all about this world now.
Let me think. Where should I even begin? I've pretty much forgotten everything that happened in the past.
How helpful.
Right. I believe the story circulating along the pulp of this forest goes as follows. A long, long time ago, 3 goddesses created this world and named it Simulanka. The goddess of creation, who presides over matter and magic, created the mountains and rivers and gave us life. Her powers also paved the way for Simulanka to exist in numerous worlds. After the goddess of creation came the goddess of prophecy, with dominion over the stars and the course of fate itself. She induced the sky to spin and the earth to move. Even to this day, her statue still stands tall at the highest point of Constellation Metropole. The final goddess was the goddess of fate, she who reigns over all treasured tales and dearest wishes. She bestowed upon us the fierce and everlasting feelings of love and hate, and showed us the meaning of death and hope.
Whoa, they all seem super impressive. Sounds like they really did a lot.
Of course, all new residents of Simulanka come to the forest to thank the goddess of creation for founding this world, and travel to Constellation Metropole to witness the divinations of the goddess of prophecy's numerous oracles. After that, they make their way to the end of the world and tell the goddess of fate about their most cherished dreams. Well, at least that's how it used to be.
How it used to be? Did something bad happen?
You mentioned something about restoring peace to this world?
Oh, yeah. That has to do with the hero you're waiting for, right?
Yes, this old brain of mine may have forgotten many things, but I will never forget the day the evil dragon descended upon our forest. It came down from the skies in an ominous black mist and ravaged our homeland. Its gigantic footprints can still be seen in the kingdom of breezes and bells. We're incredibly fortunate that no one was hurt.
Sounds terrifying.
The terror doesn't stop there, I'm afraid. Ever since the attack, the Calligraphy Tavern in the forest has been closed. No one knows why, but it's a catastrophe of the highest order for us, forest dwellers.
A catastrophe of the highest order? All because a tavern closed? If we were talking about Mondstadt here, Paimon might understand, but is it really all that serious?
Good goddess of creation above. We'd take even the greatest flood over the closure of the tavern.
This must be
Wet
some
paper
special
will
tavern.
dry out with time. Fallen trees can be restored. But the Calligraphy Tavern is the only source of the magic tonic that sustains all creatures in the forest.
Magic what?
Magic tonic. It was gifted to the forest by the goddess of creation herself. A special potion that helps us maintain our vitality.
What happens if you stop drinking it? And also, why would they make creatures that can only sustain themselves off something that only exists in this one particular spot? That seems like an tragedy waiting to happen.
Well, our bodies will gradually crumple and become brittle until they eventually disintegrate entirely. Our colors will fade and we'll start to lose our memory until we can't even remember our own names.
That looks like what's happening to you.
But wait, Grandpa Almond, does that mean you've already...
Oh, I'm afraid so. The color has all but completely faded from my paper. To be honest, all I really remember is that I'm supposed to wait here for the hero of prophecy. But I've already forgotten who gave me that order to begin with.
Then we've got to act fast! How can we help?
Oh, brave Pixie. May the goddess of fate reward you and your friend for your kindness. Could it be you're the heroes I've been waiting for all along?
Not sure how we know that. Plus, we can't even remember how we got here, so it's not looking too promising.
We were just following the road, and then we ended up here. Here, we're trying to find a way back to our world.
Well, this is turning out to be quite the conundrum for old Almond Brain here. The prophecy never mentioned anything like that. For now, why don't you come with me to the Hut of Blessings? Our forest fairy lives there. Maybe she'll know what to do.
Whoa, a forest fairy? Like one that knows magic?
Oh, you betcha. She's prophesied to join the hero on their journey.
Well, then she sounds like exactly the kind of person we need. Please lead the way, Grandpa Almond.
Okay.
More speed.
That meadow over there looks
Oh.
pretty strange.
That's what the Calligraphy Tavern looks like. Now it's lost all of its color.
Yeesh. At least this place has a lot of these little, thingies here. Pretty sure these were attachment materials for, like, Farina, I think. I could be wrong. I don't have Farina. I'd sort of like to get her. And I did not have enough, stuff for her come, rerun. I did use some rolls on her, but I didn't have enough. Oh yeah, this is, this looks very bleak.
More speed.
Goes up. One big on for 15 minutes. Making sure I don't want too long because I don't want to have super long origami boat. That's
More speed.
pretty sure I'm going the right way. Oh, it's like one of these things from Chenyu Vale, I think the place was called.
I can put these to good use.
What's this thing? Tell me I can do. Okay, I still have to go here. Okay. I hope I'm going the right way, otherwise that'd be very embarrassing. No, I'm not, but I see another quest up that way too.
More speed.
Activate this anyway. It's by Primo, so why not? Alright, it's over there. I probably need to use it. I really need to use like Yelan more. Or if how much I sprint. Some plumbing, it looks like.
This is the place. If you could just wait a moment, the fairy should be...
Traveler! Paimon!
Wow, this is not who I was expecting.
Paimon knows that voice!
Is this the very type of by chance?
It's really you! I'm so happy to see you!
I think thumbnail here, and my god, that's just adorable. Well, I like Nilu. I think I actually did do like several roles for her when I first started playing, because she was on one of the first banners I was going on when I first started playing. And that was back when I didn't know how good Nahida was, and I wish I had her. I wish I had both of them, actually. Yeah. I personally should have a Hayaka and Ether, but I like this ship too. Yep, same here.
Sorry. So Nilu is the forest fairy? Well, you certainly look the part.
Your outfit is lovely.
Thank you. To be honest, I'm still getting used to it. It's the weirdest thing. I remember I was reading a book at the Grand Bazaar, and then I guess I must have fallen asleep at some point because, well, then I woke up dressed like this. And in my dream, someone spoke to me. They said, "You are the fairy of the Forest of Blessings. Now go. Save the forest with your magic. At first, I thought this whole world was just part of the dream, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't seem to wake up. I couldn't find anyone I knew from the real world either.
Sounds similar to what happened with us. We also have no idea how we got here.
Anyway, sorry for my reaction back there. I got a bit too excited when I saw you two.
Well, that's all fine. It's nice to see you again, too.
It's okay, we totally understand. We were looking for a way out, too. At least we know we're not alone.
Oh, blessed be the goddess of fate above. You're already friends with the fairy of the forest.
Grandpa Almond, thank you so much for bringing my friends here. Could you let the others know I'm coming? I'll head over right away.
Who are the others?
Of course, leave it to me.
When are we gonna meet the others that we see in the event artwork?
Hey ho, pistachio. Today truly is a
Hey-ho,
blessed
pistachio.
day.
I'll have to remember that.
Wow, Nilu, looks like you made short work of getting to know the locals.
Someone as friendly as her, I'm not surprised.
Well, when I arrived here yesterday, Grandpa Almond told me all about the state of this world. Since they think of me as their forest fairy, I just felt like I had to try to help them.
Oh, so you mean like using some kind of forest magic to repair the tavern?
Unfortunately, I don't know how to use the magic of this world. I've tried using my vision, but it doesn't seem to work here. If the books stored in this hut are anything to go by, this seems to be the place where the goddess of creation first made the townspeople of this forest. She folded the pages of books into small origami animals, gave them life with her magic, and with time, that's how the Forest of Blessings took shape.
Maybe one of the books here could teach us how to use magic.
I read them all, but only found one reference to magic. The incantation, abracadabra, means to create what I say. This is a world made up of words, where fantastical powers can be wielded by all.
Abracadabra means to.
Okay, so basically everyone in this world can use magic? That's nice, but still kind of vague.
Yeah, from the other books I read,
Game in general.
it seems like this goddess really likes to play fast and loose with the details.
So, what should we do now? Didn't you say you were going somewhere, Nilu?
Oh, yes. I was going to help some of the other residents of the forest. They've been busy making preparations to reopen the tavern, so I thought I could help out.
Got it! Guess we should just focus on what we can do for now.
This whole thing is making me pretty nervous, actually. It's like I've been pushed on stage without being taught the choreography. Since I'm already wearing the costume, though, I might as well try to play the part. It's what a professional dancer would do. And who knows? Maybe I'll find my own magic along the way. All I can do is try, right?
At least you're optimistic.
We'll be here to cheer you on to.
Thank you. Then let's go.
Alright. I assume there's like some mini games around here like the last event like this had. Yep, that's a nice artwork of you. For real fury. Okay. Yep, I wonder when we're gonna run into those two. Oh, there's another one of these things. I wonder if when we're gonna find the place where you can use these. Let's see here. Okay, I have to talk to all these guys. Okay. One down here by this plumbing stuff. That's what it looks like. Another faded
Look,
hamster.
the forest fairy is here, and she brought her companions. Grandpa Almond was right. They do look promising.
Hello there, everyone. I heard you were working on the piping for the calligraphy tavern. Is there anything we can do to help?
Oh, we wouldn't dream of troubling you with our petty problems, my lady. Don't you worry. We have it all under control.
Do you?
You sure about that? because from where Paimon's floating, the piping is looking pretty chaotic.
Yes. We have my careless friend to thank for that. He promised we could leave the pipe connecting to him, and, well, the results speak for themselves.
Hey, I just wanted to inspect each pipe. This is the network the magic tonic has to flow through. I was just trying to be thorough, so I disassembled the whole thing.
Yeah, and now you've forgotten how to put the thing back together.
Sounds like a horrible
Have you
idea
been
to be
eating too many
thorough.
nuts again? Because you are what you eat.
Please don't fight. I know everyone wants the tavern to reopen as soon as possible so that the forest can return to normal. So, why don't you let us help out?
Yeah, we're here anyway, so we might as well be helpful. We just need to reassemble these pipes, right?
Well, if you're offering... Basically, the pipes need to be connected properly to allow the magic tonic to flow through. If you put the wrong pipe in the wrong place, the tonic will get stuck halfway.
I only saw like 2 different things that look like they need to be rotated 1 or 2 times, but I have a feeling it's going to be a bit more complicated than that, just knowing what games like to do.
Attention to detail is key.
Says the guy who messed up the whole thing in the first place.
I love the voice acting in this game. Okay, these guys look a bit more colorful in this in the overworld than they do in the cutscenes. Yep, just 1 rotation there. It really wasn't that easy, was it? Let's see here. How do I is there any more I have to do over here? Oh, I see now.
Something doesn't seem quite right. The
didn't
tonic
see
is
that.
stuck.
I have to like rotate that as a get out of there. What type of like design is this? We have to rotate the pipe like this mid usage. Oh, that was bullshit. Time is just a little off. I'm not even trying to say that to nag on the challenge on the puzzle. It's just his design is a design. Practically, that looks like a turn. That looks bad. Just ahoy! Hey, I want the chest.
Oh, amazing! You did it!
I'm just gonna
Now the
casually stick with
tonic
your
will
thing
flow
in
into
your hand.
everyone's cups without getting stuck, right? Oh, gotta say though, Paimon is starting to get pretty curious about this magic tonic.
Stop being greedy.
It's not greed, it's curiosity.
Well, if it's really just 1 sip, I guess that would be fine.
Just be careful. This is one of the last cups left in the entire forest.
No.
We're supposed to save it for our research.
Hi,
Just a
Mom.
sip, promise. Okay, here it goes. We won't.
Oh no.
What was that? Oh, it's sticking to Paimon's tongue. Wait, is this just regular ink?
Ink and paper, huh?
Wait, does that mean what the legend says is true?
I thought you were just gonna
The
chug
goddess
it
of
all down.
fate used ink to compose her stories on paper, and the goddess of creation used her power to bring those tales to life.
I mean, if
No
you're writing
wonder the
books,
tavern is so important to the forest.
when you're writing books, ink is you need ink for both the artwork if there is any, and of course ink to write the story to begin with.
Maybe the fading disorder occurs when the ink within the body dries up. That would explain why the beings here are forgetting their own stories. Oh,
I'm not really sure I can really wrap my head around this conversation, but there's no need to get all worked up on our behalf, my lady. With the pipe installed, I'm sure the tavern will be up and running in no time.
What do you mean, can't wrap your head around it? The fairy is recounting the story of how the goddesses gave us life. In fact, I've seen the goddess of creation with my own eyes.
really?
Don't be ridiculous. There's no way you're old enough to have met her. We're the same age, and I think I would know considering we went to tell our wishes to the goddess of fate together. So stop talking a load of paper mache.
Oh, fine. It was my grandfather, all right? He was the one that saw her. He said that one day after he finished work, he saw the goddess of creation grant us life with his own eyes. In her hands, she held the very paper used to form our bodies. She whispered something into the pages, and then suddenly a paper frog was born, ready to leap into the world. Oh, it was spectacular.
Cut the theatrics, will you? You weren't even there.
Wait, so that's it? Paimon thought creation magic would have a little bit more pizzazz.
Oh, so in your world, the creation of life is a much showier affair? Huh, I'm learning something new every day.
Well, that's not exactly what Paimon was trying to say.
Magic doesn't have to be spectacular.
Yeah, sometimes a lot of magic is rather mundane, I guess. Or, is that the right word I'm looking for? But I guess now I think of it, it's like when people look at like view the religions and like how life is created, I guess a lot of us probably would view that as like a spectacular thing. And even if it may seem mundane to whoever's doing it.
That's enough out of you. All your boasting is confusing our kind fairy.
Oh, no, it's all right. I actually think I understand the magic of this world a bit better now. Thank you.
The honor was all ours, milady.
Traveler, Paimon, we should make our way to the next location.
Alright. Okay.
I can put these to good use.
Okay, the X moves are bliss, or even in the chest I've noticed, so that's gonna be something to keep an eye on. You look right there. You look zoom in right there. Doesn't it kind of look like like a sheet of paper, kind of, or kind of. Back over there looks more like paper, like a sheet of paper,
Time to scout.
like unfolded, or like book cover. I don't know where I'm going. But... Okay, that'll be something. That's something there. Another group here. Also, something I just thought about too. It's like a lot of people like me who are start playing this game way too late to experience some of the old events. And I thought what they could do is like a lot of people, they get like backlogs of their stinking keys like this. Yeah, I still have to do all these. Give us an option to like unlock the old events with these keys. If they're not gonna give it, pre-run them, let us have a thing where it like lets us at least experience the stuff. If you're not gonna give us all the like mini game stuff, at least give us the story.
Oh, Stream! Your rhythm is off again! At this rate, it doesn't even matter if the tavern reopens. The band's not even going to get any gigs!
I was not observing real well to see that.
I'm sorry.
That even he's faded.
Hello there. I hope we aren't interrupting your rehearsal.
Wait, these are the two frogs we saw on the road a little while ago.
Ah, the forest fairy is here! For the love of lotus leaves and dewdrop, Stream, you've really got to put in some effort now.
But
Oh, don't pressure yourselves on my account. Are you rehearsing for a show?
Sure are. You see, our group regularly performs for guests at the tavern. We've been out of work for quite some time, with the closure and all, but after hearing of the fairy's arrival yesterday, we figured we needed to get in performance shape right away.
I understand how you feel. Back at the Grand Bazaar, Zubair Theater's always busy with rehearsals too.
The Grand Bazaar? Do people there sing on lotus leaves as well?
Yeah, they do. And it's a really big one. You're the conductor of your group, aren't you? You remind me of Mr. Zubair.
Ah, then he must be an ambitious director. One who would do anything to avoid disappointing a single member of the audience. It's just...
Is there anything we can do to help you, Mr. Stream?
Oh, no. My problems are mine and mine alone. It's just, after the tavern closed, I somehow forgot how to sing. I'm always a few beats behind everyone else, and I keep singing out of key.
You were our trump card, our best singer by a mile.
I know, but...
So he is a victim of the fading disorder too?
Don't be sad, Mr. Stream. Whenever I've forgotten important dance steps in the past, my friends at the Grand Bazaar always stick by my side to encourage me. They smile and patiently tell me everything's going to be okay. Then they play the melody for me over and over until the steps finally come back to me. Now it's our turn to help you.
We just need to help you remember how to sing, right? The Traveler's got a great sense of rhythm. We can help keep you in time.
Well, what do you say, Stream? I think it's a great idea. Just focus on the lyrics, and the fairy's friends will help you stay on beat.
Are you sure? This is really asking a lot.
Don't worry about it, Mr. Stream. It'll all be worth it when the tavern reopens and we finally have the chance to hear your marvelous singing voice.
All right, then. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll give it my best shot.
Okay, help the forest dwellers. Okay. Okay, so what's that going to do? The paper choir will perform sequentially according to the rhythm. Direct the rightmost froggy to jump at the right moment. Okay. There may be a song and dance accompanying the performance. Remember to follow the accompanying rhythm too. Oh boy, this might be it, isn't it? Oh, wait.
Excellent! Perfectly in time! No good! Your rhythm is off again!
I fucked up there. Apparently that was enough.
I feel like I'm getting the hang of it again.
Goddesses above, this better stick when it comes to the performance. Just do it exactly like how we rehearsed.
Thank you, everyone.
Long-term is the memory.
Thanks to you, my voice is once again as clear as a flowing stream.
Glad to hear that you're feeling better, Mr. Stream. It's also about time for us to go to our next destination.
Mm-hmm. We'll be looking forward to your performance at the tavern.
We've got one final stop. Let's go.
I feel like once we get all these introductory quests out of the way, we can finally figure out where we can use these paper frogs live in the rain song pond and are depth jumpers. Using the right button and pull the magic thread on movement to modify the frog's jump direction at a distance. Press the attack button, pulling the frog jump forth. Distance, I'm supposed to like make him jump from place to place, or is it do I have to get him over here? Okay, now I saw what me know what that was
More
for.
speed.
I saw the cutscene, like, what is that for? Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm glad they aim at. It's a neat little puzzle. Okay. Don't worry, yeah, I've got you. Okay, there has to be something.
speed.
Can I also use this to... Okay. That's cool. Back up. Okay, I thought I overshot that
More
for a
speed.
moment.
At least
I'm
good
glad
luck
this is
doesn't
because
discriminate
I
by
can,
clan.
Still got a good place for me to get some Prima Gems for the Natlan characters. I'm not gonna skip a decent amount of them coming out first, but I know I at least want the Archon and one other. I forgot I don't know what her name is. What's the red hat? That's probably like a description of her, but you know which one probably. I haven't seen something like this since Fortnite.
Oh, my dear Citrus. Please tell me you're joking. We can't have you out of commission with the tavern about to reopen.
I'm sorry, Grandpa Almond. It's the truth. I was just too excited for the reopening and must have fallen asleep in an awkward position.
Grandpa Almond, we're here to help.
Oh, hazelnuts on high. You could not have come at a better time. Please allow me to introduce you. This is the bartender of the Calligraphy Tavern, Miss Citrus.
Have you ever seen a llama before, Traveler? She's so tall.
Miss Citrus is supposed to add all kinds of delicious fruits to the magic tonic. Her additions are what turn it into the finest brew in the land. She's indispensable to the operation of the tavern.
I appreciate the kind words, Grandpa Almond, but... my neck.
Are you all right?
Terrible timing. Getting a kink in my neck at a time like this? Could you give my tail a little twist? That should help free up the movement in my neck. I would do it myself, but I can't reach my own, and Grandpa Almond is too old and as light as a feather.
The neck and tail are connected?
Of course they're connected. Just like how you can't have a rainbow without rain. Anyway, you just need to position me at the right height to pick the fruits, and then put them in the barrel over there.
Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure the spine is part of the tail. Part of the animal's tails. There's an erect button. Okay. Oh, it's an alpaca. Whatever. Yeah, this is pretty similar to that frog puzzle I just did. Okay. Okay, I went too far. Come on.
This doesn't seem quite right.
How the fuck? So do I have to... Okay, this is what that's... Okay. Not as awkward as I thought it'd be. Okay.
This doesn't seem quite right.
So I have to be like right at the mark. Okay. Come on. There we go.
I can...
Perfect.
I still got the shit on the ground
My
there.
neck feels much better.
So there really is some kind of connection between your neck and tail.
Thank you so much, everyone. I can rest easy now, knowing the drinks at the tavern will be just as wonderful as before.
That's another problem solved.
That's 3. And my battery's going low. I see more of these papers I gotta collect, but I'll do those in between episodes, I think. Once this thing hits 50 minutes, or if it does go past that, let's find a decent stopping point and wrap it up there. I'm really penny pinching right now with my memory on my computer. At least the drive I use all my YouTube videos for, anyway. Since I still have like 60-something episodes worth of fucking Let's Play I have yet to get public on YouTube. By the time you see this video, it probably should. I should
More
have at least
speed.
one part uploaded, or at least made public. It's up there. There. There we go.
Well, since we've taken care of most of the tasks, all we need to do now is reopen the tavern.
But we still don't know how to use the magic of this world. We don't even know why the tavern closed in the first place.
Oh, what about the method that one hamster mentioned? You should try it, Nilu.
You mean the creation magic his grandfather saw outside the Hut of Blessings? I wonder. How exactly did the goddess of creation give them life?
Maybe you don't need to understand it. Just give it a try. Everyone here calls you the Forest Fairy. Maybe you have the magic powers already and you just don't know it.
In other words, this forest is a stage. And all I need to do is step out into the spotlight? Sounds just like a fairy tale.
Well, we are surrounded by talking origami animals and magic potions after all. Almost seems like anything's possible in this place.
Okay, I know
You're
some of
right,
these don't
Paimon.
have their tails.
We won't know anything unless we try. In that case, let's see.
Things made of a Bible.
This is how you do it, right? I think I got the folds right.
Whoa, your origami skills are great!
The fact
I
you just did
once
it
saw
like
one
that.
of our prop people making something similar. It looked really cool. So I took some time during my break to learn the basics. It's not a bad way to stave off sleepiness either.
Well, how do you feel? Sense any, magical powers flowing through you?
I'm guessing no.
No.
No? What are we missing?
Magic words? But how am I supposed to know what the goddess said to bring them to life?
Doesn't matter what you said, focus on what you want to
Oh,
say.
good point! You're the Forest Fairy, Nilu! What do you want to say to the new resident of your domain?
Will this really make new life? Oops. Neela picks up the hamster and gently kisses on the forehead.
I bestow upon you the blessings of the forest and offer you a home in this land. Your name shall be Hadisara. May you bloom in this world as beautifully as the flower I love.
What?
My name is Padisara.
It actually worked.
It worked! It actually worked!
Well, peel my shell and call me a nut. I never imagined I'd witness such a miracle at my age. It's just like what the stories said about the goddess of creation.
Shell? Miracle?
Nice to meet you, Padisara. I'm Nilu, the fairy of this forest. From this day forward, this place is now your home.
Hello, Fairy Nilu.
I hope you'll grow up happily in this forest.
Grow up.
Oh, you can leave the little one with old Almond for now. Oh, this sure brings back memories. It's been such a long time since we last held a welcome ceremony. Here, Padisara. Come to Grandpa Almond.
Well, now that Nilu has mastered the goddess's magic, we should be able to reopen the tavern, right?
Grandpa Almond, could you send a few people to check the underground space beneath the tavern?
Oh, of course. May I ask why?
The moment I used magic, I sensed something strange down there. I have a feeling it's connected to why the tavern had to close down.
Of course, we'll look into it right away.
Make sure you listen to Grandpa Almond, Padisara. Don't go running off on your own.
Padisara. Listen. Running.
So much for that.
Hey, come back here, you! Wait!
Hey, you
Yep,
good mom.
that's Nilu's creation, all right. He's got so much energy. Anyway, how did you manage it, Nilu?
Well, all I did was say my wishes for her out loud. Maybe the magic is in the words themselves, just like the book said.
This place is seeming more like a fairy tale by the second.
I mean, or somewhere called the Forest of Blessings, so it kind of makes sense.
Well, anyway, Paimon thinks this magic suits you perfectly, Nilu.
Why are you so concerned?
When I brought Hadisara to life just now, I was able to sense the magic flowing through the forest, and the flowers and trees, and inside the creatures that live here. But for some reason, there's a hollowed-out space beneath the tavern where I couldn't sense anything at all.
We're back, my lady.
Already?
That was fast.
You were right. There was something under the tavern that I've never seen before. It looked transparent and gave off a clinking sound when I knocked on it.
Transparent and clinking. Oh, I've got it!
Already?
You've got to use fairy tale logic, Paimon.
Is it an ink bottle?
That's right. An empty ink bottle, to be exact. Still remember the taste of the magic tonic you took a sip of, Paimon?
Yeah, it was ink. Oh, Paimon gets it now!
Traveler, Paimon, will you come gather some ingredients with me? I learned what we need to make the magic tonic back in the Hut of Blessings.
Sure thing! What do we need to get?
A setting sun that never sets, a dragon that cannot fly, and a moon that only shines at night.
Where are we supposed to find crazy things like that?
Oh, I get it. She means instead he has snapdragons and Nilotpala lotuses? How do you pronounce that?
What? How did you get that so fast?
Fairy tale logic, Paimon.
Logic, huh? Lucky guess, more like.
The only logic you use is moving balls around with food and money. Okay, I'm in control of her choice. I'm probably gonna get this part more than an hour long, so. Mostly because I have to find a stopping point I think doesn't seem too abrupt or awkward. Cowabunga. I'm. Okay, Okay, Snapdragon. How many of these do I need to grab exactly? Something Lotus. I forgot what those look like. What of these is it? Nope. I'm curious, how much does this skin cost? Again, $13.50 right now. How much are these? These $13.50. Eesh. I don't know if I want to take that plunge or not. Especially not when I don't have her. I'll just buy it for full price whenever that happens. Oh, these things are...
Illusion shattered!
Stuck in a wall.
More speed. Crush!
What's all that Mulu is using? Is that like her signature weapon? Because what's the aesthetic of her aesthetic and what this sword looks like? It looks like a very weird match. You see?
That should be everything, right? What should we do now?
I'm actually why I forgot what those look like because I haven't seen those in a while ever since I don't go around Samara all that much, especially ever since I finished using them on her, I believe is what I used them for. Alright. I thought that was a chest for a second.
Give me just a second. I'm gonna go fetch an ink bottle from the other room.
doesn't get it. All the ingredients are super tasty, but somehow the final product turns into ink. Well, anyway, Paimon's not going anywhere near this stuff this time. Not even if you bribed her.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
That didn't take very long. Just a couple
Let's
text
see. According to the book, first you do this, then this, and then...
messages. They actually do this little graphic stuff.
It's done!
Really? Okay.
Wow, magic sure makes everything super convenient.
Alright. Give the tonic to that. I actually feel like this is... should I stop here or should I not? Yeah, I'll stop it here. I don't want to fucking get too long of a video. It'll take me forever to get them uploaded. Anyway, stay tuned for the next part. I'm Max on 360 and I'm out.